Name is Nandini. Welcome to video series on operating system. Here we are discussing about the part 3 management memory management schemes and describe various memory management schemes include packing, segmentation, demand packing and swapping. Explain how these schemes manage memory and their advantages and disadvantages. Here you can see that first one is memory management packing. Memory is divided by a packing in tiny or fixed size units known as pages. Pages that are not being used are transferred to the hard drive and placed in a section known as swap files. When the computer runs out of RAM, the swap file functions as a RAM extension. Page swapping is the process moving back into RAM when it becomes necessary. This guarantees that there is sufficient memory for a operating system and apps to function. And here advantages and disadvantages of packing. And here advantages and disadvantages. Simplified memory management is provided by packing, relieving applications of the burden of managing physical memory address and in disadvantage internal fragmentation. And next advantage is it permits effective memory management, helps to remove fragmentation from the outside, stops unwanted access, thus offering memory protection. It is rather easy to map virtual memory to physical one. And disadvantages are fragmentation is a possibility because of the pages have a set size. Larger memory requirements in system leads to page table overhead. Intricate replacement of pages, packing creates an extra layer of memory access. Crashing occurs when there are too many pages open in the physical memory at once. You can see the diagram here. And next one is segmentation. Virtual memory is segmented into several sized portions, moving segmented to hard disk in a option if they are not needed to right now. The state of cache segment, including whether it is in memory, if it is has been altered, and its physical address is tracked by the system using segmentation table only when necessary are segments mapped into the address space of process. And here you can see the advantages simplifies for programmers by reflecting the logic structure of a program, divides various data and code kinds into distinct segments to offer protection. Make it easier for processor to share code and data segments. Disadvantages many experiences external fragmentation since the segments may have different diameters. More difficult to use and administer than packing. Need more memory in order to store segment table. You can see the segmentation diagram here. And third one is demand pack. The demand packing is the process of loading pages into memory. If pages fault arises, the steps involved in the process has failed. And interrupt indicated a memory access fault is generated by the CPU when it attempts to refer a page that is not accessible at the moment in the main memory. The interrupted process is placed in a blocking state of BIOS. The IOS need to load the necessary pages into memory in order for the execution to continue. The operating system will score the logic address space for the necessary page. From the logic address space to physical address space, the necessary page will be moved. In physical pages, the decision to replace a page is made using page replacement algorithm. You can see the advantages and disadvantages of demand packing. Advantages minimize the amount of memory needed to run a software by loading only the pages that are required, and better memory use in made possible and enhance the system responsiveness by loading the pages that are required. And disadvantage can cause the page faults and the time needed to loading pages from the disk to increase latency, need to sophisticated algorithm to effectively handle page replacement and page default may experience thirsting in an excessive number of pages. Errors happens quickly. And here last one we are discussing about, you can see the diagram of that, and here you can see the swapping. And last one, when a process is terminated, all of its pages are either erased from the memory or marked to be eliminated by the standard page replacement processor. So a processor can be made inoperable while it is being replaced by suspending, sorry, sorry, and the process subsequently switched back from the secondary storage to main memory by the system. Thrashing is the state that is process is in where the busy flapping between the pages. And the diagram, and you can see the advantages and the disadvantages of swapping. Makes memory more efficient, usable by making room for other tasks. Can save a portion of process on disk to accommodate those that the larger than the physical memory that is available. And disadvantages are can result in a larger overhead because it takes time to switch between the processes in and out of memory. Can lead to subpar performance if swapping happens a lot. Needs more disk space in order to store swapped out processes. Thank you.